Alright, so in this video here we're going to explain how to use the emergency bypass key on Schwing in cases of an emergency on a job site. So this here is on a Schwing. This is the emergency e-stop manifold. We have the two coils on top, and the block, emergency e-stop block, the return line, and all the pressure lines going to the bottom of that. In this case, they are. Sometimes they're flipped upside down, sometimes they're sideways. In this case, they're on the bottom. Very, very important sticker. This here tells you a lot. It'll explain what hose is for what system. In case you're having an issue with one system, you can actually take one hose off and cap it both ways, and that system should work if the e-stop is the problem. For example, we have the first one here is a concrete pump. Where, obviously it controls everything in the concrete pump system. We have the accumulator system, and then we have the boom and outrigger on one system. And then this is the return line, and then the two solenoids. It'll explain it. On this side here, the boom and outrigger override, and then the concrete pump and accumulator override. As you can see, the drawings is showing them upside down. This one here is how it is on the pump. All right, and then we come over here. We have this is a CCPC system, CCPC 2. We have the normal operation and then bypass operation. We're gonna start the truck on, and we're gonna show you how it pretty much works. When you hit the when you put it in bypass, pretty much all this is doing, all it is doing by doing this is taking juice from the computer box straight to your coils here to activate the e-stop manifold, so we are not dumping any oil back to tank. That's all that's doing. If the bypass key does not work, we have another option by taking these two little guys and raise them up, and then as you when you do that, you'll feel how you're pushing that spool over, what that coil does when it has juice going to it. So when we're doing this here, we're pushing that spool over in order not to allow oil to dump back to the tank. So do that, and if the e-stop is the problem, that should solve it. We're gonna start the truck on right now, and we're gonna show how it all works. All right, we're gonna assume that we have no throttle when we have an issue. So in the cab, cruise control on, and we're gonna throttle up to the right RPM, like we're in PTO. 1750. All right, so we're gonna go back. Go over there. That's normal. Put in bypass. All right, vector system, Schwing. Pretty much the same thing. We got the e-stop manifold over here. This one's actually a little bit nicer. It shows the juice going to the angle plug. They're LED lit. Same thing, coils to activate the coils. Raise these up, which will push the spool over to activate those coils. The bottom hoses are your pressure hoses, and the side one here is your return line. And this is here all the sticker that we showed earlier, but this one is on a vector system, and it shows everything just like the other one. This one's a little nicer. Okay, we come over here. This is the bypass key for vector, in order to bypass everything. As you can see at the angle plugs, we have juice because we have the E-stop cleared. As soon as we hit this E-stop, we're gonna see that angle plug light goes off. Now we don't have now the all the oil going from the pressure side of every system and dumping back to the tank in this case. So we want to keep that on, like we have an E-stop issue, and by putting this key on, we're gonna see that it's gonna transfer juice straight to those angle plugs. Okay, now that's the key on, key off, key on in bypass mode. And for example, if you run into a problem, you put the key on and you don't have any lights there, you can always go by these guys here. And by doing that, you should be able to run everything manually. Boom, concrete pump, agitators, whatever, if that is the problem. And it shouldn't take too long to put that bypass key on and test it. All right, thank you.